In a match that the Redlegs could consider themselves lucky to be playing, after a scoring dispute handed them third place in round 22, it was the younger players that came to the fore. The Eagles finished the minor round in second place, but they made sure they weren't going to need the double chance in week 1 of the under-18 finals. They took the lead after just 8 minutes with a goal to Lockie Hall, and from then on it was a battle royale to the finish. Norwood played with an extra man behind the ball. It might not make for spectacular football, but it made the Eagles work for every goal. One of the under-17s was Ethan Haylock, the son of Gary Haylock, who played for Woodville and the Eagles in the 80s and 90s. Ethan ran hard and kicked straight for his 3 goals. It was the first time this season he'd scored more than 1 goal in a match, and it was very good timing at the pointy end of the season. Another under-17 was Jack Gaffney from St Michael's College. Jack's work across the midfield was outstanding, with 4 inside 50s and 3 rebound 50s. And rounding out the under-17s was Jack Hayes from Sacred Heart College. Brother of Brisbane's rookie-listed Nick Hayes, Jack was part of the under-18 state squad this year, and he was Woodville West Torrens' leading possession getter in this match. One of the Eagles' key position players was Tom Whittlesey. Tom's years with the Borough Football Club have taught him how to defend, and he stood up as a solid defender, bringing his team out of defence 6 times for the match. For the Redlegs, Sam Williams showed off his left foot with 14 pinpoint kicks. Sam transferred from Glenelg this year and consequently got to play in the finals. Not a bad result. Norwood hit the front in the final term with a goal to Matthew Nunn, but the Eagles kept up the pressure on the Redlegs' goal, bit by bit, point by point, scraping away at the Redlegs' lead. The breakthrough finally came in the 24th minute, with the winning goal coming from the boot of none other than Ethan Haylock. It was a fitting way to finish what was a gutsy display of determination by the Eagles. The Redlegs through to the first semi-final against the winner of the Elimination Final. The Eagles would face North for a place in the big one. The Eagles by just 5 points at the Alberton Oval. The evening fixture at the Richmond Oval would be a real test of character. As the name suggests, for the loser of the Elimination Final, their season is over. It all came down to who wanted it most, and that turned out to be the Magpies. But it wasn't an easy win. Port kicked the first goal of the match after just 30 seconds through Keenan Ramsey, but then Mark Clayton's boys switched off for a while and Sturt took full advantage. Up at every break, the Double Blues were seemingly in control of their own destiny, but they hadn't counted on Tom Gray. Well and truly recovered from a mid-season knee injury, Tom from the Cleve Football Club kicked his game up a notch and gathered 12 touches and 5 clearances in the final quarter. Reported for a hip and shoulder bump was Sean Davidson. The report was thrown out and Sean went on to claim his first best on-ground tag for his team. Only 13 disposals for Sean, but they were all quality. Kicking goals for the Magpies again was 16-year-old Ben Bioli from the Gaza Football Club. Ben's played 9 under-18 games this season and he scored in every one of them. Another 5 goals in this match for the forward. But it was the other end of the field where the game was won, and clearly all of the winning was done in the final term. Keeping Sturt goalless in the final quarter was 17-year-old Ryan Goldsworthy from the Waybacks Football Club in Port Lincoln. Ryan has played all but 1 game this season for Port, and he's easily their most consistent defender. It was consistency that cost Sturt the match. They only played 3 quarters and then sat and watched as the Magpies gave them a lesson in hunger and determination. Not prepared to get bruised, Sturt couldn't hold the ball in the final quarter, and despite good performances from their star players Henry Carey and James Rose, they could only manage 1 point. Rewind to the first quarter and James Rose at full forward was running at pace and scoring at will. He was chasing the ball and creating chances, and like Henry Carey at half forward, he'll be hoping for some senior pre-season work ahead of the 2014 season, because thanks to a grim final quarter in the Elimination Final, this season is over for the Double Blues. Progressing to the semi-finals, it was Port by 12 points.